Hello and welcome back to my Vampire Survivors series where I try to unlock all of the things. Today, I turned the curse back on because I realized it was off for the previous run. And we're not gonna go for this secret character in the library just yet. I still want to take a few runs off because I think we had like 2 or 3 runs in a row there, and so I just want to get a little bit of a break from that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to play one of these characters, and I'm going to try to get a dub in one of these maps. So I don't really know how I'm going to do this. I guess I could just like pick a map randomly, but I think for this one, I want to go in the Mad Forest. And another thing, I'm going to play on inverse mode, which is probably going to end horribly. But if you didn't notice, I picked Minna, who starts with the Bloody Tear. And the passive is that might, projectile speed, duration, area, and cooldown change every minute. And so my understanding is that they kind of just fluctuate between like 2 extremes, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, without further ado, just get right on into it. Now, to be completely honest with you, I don't really know at all what Arcana I want. At first I was thinking it could be fun to pick these, the ones that fluctuate, because like it would add extra fluctuation, but I don't think I want that because it doesn't seem like it really works all that well. That is to say, it doesn't actually do that, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't actually fluctuate because of just the way that Minna's passive works. So instead, I'm not going to do that, and I don't really know what I'm going to take. Let's just take the beginning. Can't go wrong with that. Whoa. Okay. And to be honest, I wasn't like 100% certain what I wanted my build to be. I was kind of just thinking I wanted to try something that would... I wanted to pick weapons that synergize with basically every single stat, if that makes sense. So like Labora, for example. I think Greatest Jubilee, I have no idea if it actually synergizes, but I just thought it could be a fun weapon, to be honest. So yeah, I don't know. That was just my thought process. I'm not really getting anything. Any weapons that I was looking at previously. Granted, a lot of the weapons that I was looking at are relatively rare weapons. So, I can understand why they wouldn't show up necessarily. But yeah, the Holy Water, or Santa Water, excuse me, which evolves into the Labora. That was one weapon I was looking at. I was looking at the cats, potentially, because I think they synergize with pretty much every single stat in the game. The Shadow Pinion, like the drills, the bones, all of those. I think maybe the birds could be interesting. My god. What is even happening right now? Maybe the guns could be fun. I don't really know. Whatever. It's been a while since we've had a run with the guns. I'll just go for it. We might as well just pick weapons that seem interesting, right? We'll figure out what items we want later. But I'm definitely going for the Santa Water. I'll say that now. And it's not just because I already picked up the Attract Orb. Okay. And there's a vacuum. Free vacuum. I was thinking Song of Mana could be interesting, so that would theoretically give us an open item slot, because the skull is already on this. Okay, I mean, Victory Sword is always good, probably. That weapon seems busted, which makes me kind of, like, not want to take it. It's too good. I shouldn't really be going down, should I? Okay, there we go. I should probably be going up, since, like, that's what the whip hits. The whip hits upward. Whatever, who cares, right? Ooh, another vacuum. By the way, even though this is inverse mode, like... Oh, what the freak? I guess this is projectile speed that's causing this to shoot out in a crazy laser. Okay, there's Song of Mana. And now... we need to union the whips before we can get the guns to union the guns, and then we'll have one more slot? One weapon slot? Alright. Like I was saying previously, I was kind of thinking I wanted to try out the bone, maybe. Or, the drills, but whatever. We're kind of just like building whatever we want. Right? And that's okay. At this stage in the game, since we don't really have any unlocks that we need to go for, like, might as well just, like, have fun with it, right? Go for some crazy, wacky builds. Just do something interesting. Now, that being said, I guess since we kind of have our build mapped out, we can start thinking about what items we might want. So, Tirgasu is necessary. But beyond that, I mean... we can't evolve the Greatest Jubilee as far as I'm aware. So... yeah, I don't know. I guess, and then we don't need the skull, obviously, because the Song of Mana is... or, because the skull is already on the map as an item. So we can just go pick that up whenever we want. And... we already have the Attract Orb. We don't need anything to union the whips. I don't know, man. Our build is pretty open right now as far as items go. I guess Candelabrador and Bracer could be interesting. As well as Spellbinder. If we did take those, though, then we would need to... probably pick a weapon that evolved with those, unless we picked up, like, the bone or the cat. Verona's box. Okay, sure. We'll take Verona's box. Why not? I mean, it upgrades, like, every single stat, right? It's just a fun item to take. Especially, you know, whenever our build is basically, like, yeah, let's pick things that synergize with literally everything, right? So, why not? I'm gonna try to level up the whips ASAP, that way we can hurry up and get our guns rolling. Rocking and rolling. Nice, alright, so I don't really know what the Greatest Jubilee does, to be honest with you. Like, I know it's obviously like the fireworks and all that, but it says enables finisher, and then it's like the thing at the bottom. So, I guess that just damages enemies near the bottom of the screen? In which case, we've got some pretty decent coverage now between the whips, which hit upwards, and then the Greatest Jubilee, which hits downwards. Although I think the Greatest Jubilee also tends to hit upwards as well, from what I can tell. Like, the fireworks tend to spawn on the upper half of the screen. So, I don't know. But, let's go ahead and run to the right, because I would like to get the spinach first, as far as the stage items go. Oh god. Why are these enemies so strong? I guess it's the green zombies, right? They're pretty OP. Dang, okay. So, we still need Tiramisu. I'll go ahead and take Candelabrador. Why not? And, I'm gonna try to heal a little bit off the bloody tear, so we don't just, like, die. Because I think right now our area is really large. Okay, never mind. We changed modes. Alright, we're getting a little bit of XP now. I don't know if this chest is actually going to evolve any of our weapons. Does it matter? Maybe not. XP incoming? Yeah, look at how small our area is, man. This is why I picked up the Candelabrador, because I'm like, I definitely need to have, you know, more baseline stats whenever our stats get really small. That's why I kind of wanted to get the Spellbinder and Bracer, but honestly, I think that those are less important. I think between the two, Spellbinder would be more important. But even then, Spellbinder doesn't really synergize with a ton of our weapons, just like, I guess the Song of Mana and the Santa Water is the only two that I can think of. I don't think it affects the lasers. Definitely doesn't affect the whips. And I'm not sure about Greatest Jubilee. That weapon's confusing. But, And the thing is, if we went Bracer, realistically, what are we even synergizing with? Basically nothing. So, I think I might end up going Spellbinder. Okay, we're taking damage though. Jesus, bro. These green zombies are so tanky. Okay, that was nice. Why do I feel like I'm weak? I think it's because I have no weapon evolutions. On God. I need to hurry up and, like, union one of these things or something. I don't know. I don't remember what the timer is for the werewolves to start spawning. I think it's like 11-12 minutes or something. I don't really remember though. Whatever. We'll be fine, right? Probably. Now that we're out of the green zombie stage, we're definitely a lot stronger at the very least. Yeah, I think that I want to go for the bone. The bone would synergize with Bracer and Spellbinder though. Whereas I think the cats mostly just synergize with the Bracer. Like, Spellbinder can be important, but I don't know how it works whenever they get in a fight. Alright, well. It was not meant to be. Oh, there's another chest up there. Let's go pick that up. Cash. No evolution again? Am I dumb? Yeah, the whips are maxed out. And you don't need the Hollow Heart to evolve, do you? I don't think so. Or to Union, I guess. Whatever. We'll just start making our way toward the spinach at this point. I think we need a little bit more damage. Especially because damage is one of the things that Mina's stats, like, Mina fluctuates. One of the stat fluctuations, basically, on this character. And so you can get pretty unlucky and just get like really low damage, which might have been happening earlier, I don't know. Honestly, I think that it was just the green zombies being giga tanky. Uh-oh. And now it's the bats. The bats are even tankier than the green zombies. Okay, well, I don't know if we're killing a single bat here. Okay, actually, well, we're killing some things, actually. And mostly because of the sand water, I think. Sand water's putting in work. Wish we could have evolved that. Okay, nice. Rosary coming in clutch. I still don't really know what arcanas I want to be taking. I guess low-key, like, if we could get an arcana right now, I would just take the one that sucks all the items for us. That could be interesting. Because, we wouldn't have to go around the map getting all the things. But obviously we'd have to actually finish our build first before we picked up the other items. So I don't know. We survived the bat stage, now I'm against the green zombies. Alright, you know what, let's go ahead and pick the Spellbinder. So be it. If it ends up being trash, then it ends up being trash, not a big deal. And then, last item we need is the Tirgasu. Look at all these plants, why are they moving so fast? Okay, we got our gun maxed out, so that's nice, kind of. But it's nice in that... Oh god, okay, it's 11 minutes, the skeletons are here. So the werewolves are gonna spawn soon. And we're not really that strong, to be honest. So I'm getting scared, I won't lie. We need some treasure chests, man. Like, the fact that we haven't gotten a single weapon evolution is pretty unlucky, in my opinion. I mean, we've opened, like, 2 chests while we had an evolution stored. So, we must just, I don't know, gotten scammed or something. I am gonna banish the Tirona's box, I will say that right now. Because no way am I dealing with an extra 100% curse. Banished. And I'm probably gonna banish the skull as well. Okay, nice. So we've got that. That's good. And now we can get the other Arcana as well. So we need the Tirgasu and the other gun. And we could just go ahead and take this Arcana right now. I mean, the thing is, like I said, I wanted to take the thing that sucks all the things toward us, so okay, there we go. Let's take it, if I can find it. I mean, this one could be interesting to take. Okay, there we go. So... Oh, well, there's the drills. But we don't have the wings, so I think I want it. Let's go ahead and take the spinach, clover, the spinach, the hollow heart, pomarola, the skull, the left taglio, and the silver ring. cash. So now we're being chased by the Atlanteans, but that's okay. Because we are kind of strong now, I would say. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade the Metago left, why not? Get a little bit of extra health, you know, I think health could end up being beneficial for us. I think I did read, like, technically if you wanted, you could get another whip. So, like, you can get another bloody tear, because you start with the bloody tear. I mean, it's like that on a lot of the special characters where you can take the base weapon, but because you can union the bloody tear, it means you can get a second bloody tear after you union it, right? Makes sense, kind of. So I picked those up because I wanted to, like, discard them, just so I didn't have to deal with them later. Oh, Bracelet was another one I was thinking could be good. So honestly, I'm just going to take the Bracelet. But yeah, anyways, I picked those up to discard them, but I totally forgot that, like, then you spawn the guys. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. But honestly, like, we're pretty strong at this point, you know? We've got the Fuwalafawalu, whatever you say. We got the Labora, and we got a lot of our items, so... Oh wait, I needed the gun. Alright, well... Here's hoping that I get a candy box from a chest, huh? Let's go ahead and upgrade the clover. Oopsie. See, sometimes you just lose track, right? It happens to everybody. Just lose track of what you're doing in the game. You pick the wrong weapon. We've all been there, right? Happens to me more times than I'd like to admit. Okay. Well, it'd be like that, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if we can get a candy box, then we'll be fine, but, oopsie. Now we're just stuck with a gun. Which, like, the guns aren't the worst, but that's only if the enemies are squishy. If the enemies are tanky, the guns do, like, negative damage, which is pretty bad. What is that around our territory? Oh my god, look at the area of the Song of Mana. It's our entire screen. Bam? And the Labora's carrying us hardcore. Like, it legitimately is one of the best weapons in the game, I think. Even if the projectile speed is trash right now, like, it's still just the fact that the enemies sit on top of it and they just, like, take damage from, I assume every single instance the Labora does damage, then, you know, pretty nutty damage. Oh god, gold fever. Well, you know, all things aside, all things considered, that's the phrase, all things considered, this run is going really well, I would say. I was getting a little bit sketched out earlier on when we were going up against the green zombies and the bats. But we managed to survive, and now we're kind of just like tanking everything, we're killing everything, we're getting lots of XP, so I'm liking it. I'm liking where we're at. Boom, evolve that bracelet, and boom, give me a candy box. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, even if we can't get a candy box, like, I think our build is solid enough that the fact that we just have a gun and not the evolution of the gun is probably fine. And like, even though the Tirgasu is not giving us any damage, the fact that they can give us some extra revives could end up saving us later, who knows. Especially if we end up getting that Arcana that gives us a bunch of revives and like more stats whenever we use one. I guess I might end up taking that, honestly. Just because, like, again, you know, Mina's whole shtick is like a bunch of different stats, so whatever, just become a stat ball. Why not? Stack all of the stats. Except for projectile speed, apparently. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I was going to say something that could be interesting is to take the ones that fluctuate the stats. Because even though they don't actually fluctuate, they do give you an extra 1% of each stat per level, right? So, like, it's still good if you can get them early on. But then I realized that obviously, like, you don't get all of the Arcanas at the beginning unless you're Queen Sigma, I guess. Because, like, I don't know, is Queen Sigma just broken or what? Does whatever she wants. Becomes super OP, has one of the best weapons in the game, probably, as her starting weapon. It's cracked. And look at this, we have like no area, but our projectile speed is disgusting. Nice. Give us all the XP. My god, the fire is too fast. I mean, we're 18 minutes. We're level 101. We haven't even started limit breaking yet, which is, you know, something. Even though the limit break is not a crazy DPS increase, you can get some really nice upgrades from it. So it's definitely better to get it started, you know, sooner rather than later, obviously. Because it also means that you've maxed out your build once you start limit breaking. But yeah. Whatever, I think we're almost there now at a maxed out build. Once we get the tri-bracelet upgraded, I think we have pretty much everything up max level. I'm not sure. Well, I guess we still have a bit more to upgrade. Yeah, look, Labora is just our entire DPS right now. I'm not gonna lie. My guess is it's going to have the highest DPS at the end of the run. I mean, Tri-Bracelet could end up doing some work, because it also just, like, pierces through all the enemies. But, I don't know, man. The board DPS is just nutty. Like the Toy Story 3 villain. I mean, hero, character, lots of fun. Spoiler alert. And level 107 and we haven't even reached max build yet. I guess that's what happens whenever you've got, like, you know, crazy union. Well, I guess it wasn't even that crazy of a unions. It would have been even worse if we had the guns properly. But, you know, I guess that's why I didn't take the other gun first. I didn't want to have to level up even more weapons. Just give me the bracelet and I'll roll with it. God, we are surrounded by enemies right now, but they can't really get close to us, so I'm not too scared. Now our max health is probably crazy. We don't even have the Hollow Heart maxed out yet. Wait a minute, what? Why am I taking so much damage? Alright, let's get this XP. Technically, we don't really need to pick up the XP, because it'll all get magneted to us, but, you know, it still feels good to get it. Because I also think that there's a mechanic in the game, I think I talked about it before, where if there are too many experience gems on the screen, then they'll stop spawning, just so that there's not, like, you know, a million gems, I guess. Only 734 max health. I mean, that is still a lot, actually, but I don't know, we were taking a lot of damage. So I guess those enemies were just strong, huh? These plants are strong too, Jesus, man. Die. Oh, okay. Last Arcana. I mean, what was the one I was talking about? I'm sure I'll remember it once I see it. Oh, the revives. Yeah, whatever. I mean, this one could be funny, because it, like, also fluctuates the stats, but nah. I'll take the extra revives, whatever. We've got 6 revives now. It's also just a nice, backup in case we do end up struggling later on. We'll still have, you know, some defensive capability with the revives. Bow, bow, bow. Nice, we got 10 XP gems. Ooh, okay. Fiverr. I mean, our build is pretty much maxed out, so this is mostly just gonna be... Yep. Ooh, a candy box! Okay. I mean, it's a little bit sad, because if we did this properly, then we would have been able to have an extra weapon, because we would have already united the guns, and so, all that, but it's fine. I'll just take the gun. Try to get the union rolling. Because now that we have 6 revives, we're gonna have a ton of lasers. So that'll be kind of fun. Dang. I was just thinking about, like, how many lasers could you get if you played Pugnava, who starts with the guns and you went, like, the beginning, and then you went, like, Duplicator, Tiragasu, what is it? The Awake, I think, is the one that gives you the 3 revives, the Arcana. Oh my god, that would be so gross. What is our area right now? Jesus. Like, the Vento Sacro is off the screen. Can it even hit enemies that aren't on the screen? I don't know. Also, it doesn't really look like Greatest Jubilee is, like, getting bigger. So, maybe it doesn't synergize with the area. I don't know what it synergizes with. Can we get some levels, though? Please? Some levels? What I really need is for the enemies to move faster, but I think that our Song of Mana is slowing all the enemies down, so they can't get onto the Labora fast enough. I'm actively hurting my experience by slowing the enemies down. Oh wait, I don't get that. We're gonna save that chest for whenever we hit max level on the guns. I don't know what just happened. I think I picked up a vacuum and a holy fever and a rosary at the same time. So that was cool. Just eviscerated all the enemies on screen. Only 1700 monies. Nothing compared to Queen Sigma. I was actually looking at the merchant character. I think his name is Trouser. And like their passive and all that stuff. So the starting weapon's the candy box, so you can pick literally any starting weapon in the game, which I think is cool. But the passive also gives you 1% greed per level, and then gold fevers last longer, so that'd be an interesting character. I mean, I don't think it's useful, really. Like, unless you just want to grind gold. But I mean, I don't know. Gold grinding, like, not really my MMO. I guess it would be nice to get all of the seal upgrades. But, I mean, at a certain point, like, you just don't really need gold anymore, right? Like, the only thing that you would use gold for is to buy golden eggs, but, I mean, what do you need golden eggs for? I don't know, I guess if you were trying to go for, like, a 3-day-long endless mode run. Because, I mean, that's the thing with endless mode, I think, right, is that the enemies get stronger every single wave. Oh my god, another fighter. We're just gonna get a bunch of coin bags again. It'd be kind of interesting if the chests could give you, like, limit break levels. Oh my god, what? A candy box Mark II. Dude, we could have been so strong if I didn't mess up the, Oops, sorry. If I didn't mess up the... whatever. I mean, Vandalier is one of the strongest weapons in the game, right? If I picked the gun properly, like, my god, we could have had, what, 8 evolved weapons? I guess not the Greatest Jubilee, so 7 evolved weapons with, like, 4 Union weapons, because I count the bracelets as pretty much a Union weapon. And then, yeah, my god. Could have been so strong. I trolled though. Dude, if we picked Victory Sword... oh my god. Yeah. This run could have been even more disgusting than it already is, honestly. Well, you know what, low-key, it doesn't feel that disgusting, though. Because, like, the enemies are so tanky. Which, I don't really know why they're so tanky, because... I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm just gonna try to get this run over with. I mean, it should be a one run, right? Like, I think the Labora is strong enough to just murder everything that tries to come near us. That I don't really think it should matter. Even when the enemies start to get tanky in the later parts, like 28, 29 minutes, I think we'll be okay. Although the game is kind of lagging, no? Because of how big our freaking projectiles are, or like, what's the deal? Also, I just saw that, the Victory Sword does retaliatory damage or something. So I don't really know what that's about, but that makes the Divine Bloodline build like even better with the Victory Sword, which I didn't even realize when I was doing it. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, you know, as was observed in the previous episode, it's not like you could even get close enough to enemies to stack health with Divine Bloodline, so the retaliatory damage was basically useless. Okay, here we are. The red gem enemies have arrived. It's time to stand still. I guess we should still move, like, back and forth in order to, get the Vento Sacro whip going. I don't think I'm ever gonna learn how to say that weapon's name. Or really, it's not like having trouble saying it, it's just having trouble remembering it. That's really what it is. If I could just read it, it wouldn't be hard to say, I don't think, but It's like Fuula Fuulu or something. But I think that I'm missing like 1 or 2 syllables in between. Let me see. I can't see. I'm done. I've just done this run. The run's actually been a lot longer than I thought it would be. Well, it's not that much longer, but we're gonna be coming up on like 41, 42 minutes. I actually think it's because the game is lagging, by the way. But I'm pretty sure the timer's going way slower than it normally does. Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe this is 1 second, and I just don't have any concept of time. That's actually extremely possible. Human conception of time is quite poor, science has shown. But, yeah. Well, look at that. Like I said, I mean, Mad Forest is one of the easier stages in the later game. Just because, like, the enemies aren't super strong and super tanky. As opposed to something like Dairy Plant, where you have to go up against, like, all of the freaking, like, golems or whatever. I don't know why he was frozen. Whatever, I'll take it. Yeah. Nice. Wow, Vandalier had the most DPS? That's cap. Actually, it's not cap, because the enemies couldn't even get to us with Labora because of the freaking Menage. But Tri-Bracelet did, like, no damage. Wow. I'm surprised. I am surprised. Alright, well. That was cool. Yeah, we got another dub in the books. We still have quite a few characters. We still didn't get a win with Christine. I tried really hard, but it didn't work. Need one with X-Dash, Toasty, Berkey, Marabio technically, because we didn't get one by beating the final boss, unfortunately. Leda, Cosmo, Pepino, Trouser, Missing No, Gainsborough, because we lost that one run, Gavornton, and then Scoreoni. So, what is that, like 13 characters? Jeez. And then we've still got a couple more characters to unlock here. So, that's like at least 15 more runs in the base game if I do want to get a win with every character. And that's assuming that I do get a win on every single run, which you never know. But, yeah, alright. Hey, at least 15 more parts is what I'm expecting in the base game. Potentially more. I'm going to go ahead and guess probably more, because I'll probably lose at least one run. So, yeah. Hey, that's it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you have a good day, good night, whenever, wherever you are in the world. And I hope to see you next time. I'm out here. Peace.